Hi everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Trivia Quiz Game Show Edition. Pause the video now, it is an idea to grab pen and paper, both to write down your answers and keep note of your scores. And please remember to post your scores in the comments below at the end of the video. The aim of the game is to score 40 or more points from the first 5 rounds and then take on the dreaded Eliminator. Round 1 is your technology round. 2 points for a correct answer before the multiple choice options appear, 1 point after they appear. Good luck, let's crack on with the quiz. Question 1 for 2 points. Daniel George Ek is the chief executive and co-founder of which streaming platform? And for 1 point, is that Hulu, Spotify or Twitch? He is the co-founder of Spotify. Question 2. Which technology company developed the AI model called Bard? And for 1 point, was that Apple, Google or Microsoft? The correct answer here is Google. Question 3. Which social media platform was originally called Peekaboo? And for 1 point, was that Flickr, Instagram or Snapchat? It was Snapchat. Question 4. Mark Zuckerberg dropped out of which university after creating the social media platform thefacebook.com? And for 1 point, did he drop out of Harvard, Princeton or Stanford? He dropped out of Harvard. Question 5 for 2 points. Clippy the Paperclip was a virtual assistant in the early versions of what software? And for 1 point, was that Adobe Photoshop, Microsoft Office or WordPerfect? He was an assistant for Microsoft Office. Question 6 for 2 points. In what year did Amazon announce and showcase the first Amazon Echo device and Alexa assistant? And for 1 point, was that in 2012, 2014 or 2016? It was showcased in 2014. Question 7. Which mobile phone manufacturer made the Communicator 9000 series of phones? And for 1 point, was that Ericsson, Motorola or Nokia? They were manufactured by Nokia. Question 8. What was the first ever Tesla electric car launched in 2008? And for 1 point, was that the Model S, the Model X or the Roadster? The first Tesla car was the Roadster. Question 9. What does 2FA stand for in cybersecurity? And for 1 point, is it second firewall authorization, two-factor authentication or two-function access? It is two-factor authentication. And question 10. The first generation of Apple wireless AirPods were released in what year? And for 1 point, was that 2015, 16 or 17? They were released in 2016. Moving on to round 2, it is on food and drink. Same scoring rules apply. Question 11. From which country does the sparkling wine Cava originate? And for 1 point, is it France, Italy or Spain? It originates from Spain. Question 12. What is the name of the Italian dessert made with coffee-soaked ladyfingers and mascarpone cheese? And for 1 point, is that panna cotta, tiramisu or zabaglione? It is tiramisu. Question 13. What type of rice is traditionally used to make an Italian risotto? And for 1 point, is that arborio rice, basmati or jasmine rice? The correct answer is arborio rice. Question 14. What type of meat is traditionally used in a Scotch egg? And for 1 point, is that beef, lamb or pork? You would normally use pork. Question 15. Tim Tams are a chocolate malted biscuit that originated in which country? And for 1 point, did they originate in Australia, Canada or the United States? They originated in Australia. Question 16. What is the primary ingredient used to make Italian gnocchi? And for 1 point, is it pasta, polenta or potato? They are in fact potato dumplings. Question 17. What is the English dish of oysters wrapped in bacon known as? And for 1 point, is that angels on horseback, demons on horseback or devils on horseback? And the correct answer is angels on horseback. Question 18. Which vegetable is traditionally used to make sauerkraut? And for 1 point, is that cabbage, leek or onion? And that would be cabbage. Question 19. Which fruit is dried to make prunes? And for 1 point, would that be figs, grapes or plums? You would dry plums to make prunes. Question 20. What is the culinary term for cooking food in a vacuum sealed bag in a water bath at a precise temperature? And for 1 point, is that confit, poaching or sous vide? That is known as sous vide. Round 3 is your round on capital cities. Same scoring rules apply. Question 21. What is the capital city of Nigeria? And for 1 point, is that Abuja, Enugu or Lagos? And the capital city is Abuja. Question 22. What is the capital city of Bulgaria? And for 1 point, is that Burgas, Plovdiv or Sofia? And that would be Sofia. Question 23. Port Louis is the capital city of which African island country? And for 1 point, is that Cape Verde, Mauritius or the Seychelles? And it is the capital of Mauritius. Question 24. What is the judicial capital city of South Africa? And for 1 point, is that Bloemfontein, Cape Town or Pretoria? And the judicial capital is Bloemfontein. Question 25. Which Australian city served as the temporary capital until Canberra was fully established in 1927? And for 1 point, was that Brisbane, Melbourne or Sydney? And it was Melbourne that served as the temporary capital. Question 26. Which current European capital city was known as Christiania until 1925? And for 1 point, was that Copenhagen, Oslo or Stockholm? And the correct answer was Oslo. Question 27. The purpose-built city of Nusantara is set to become the capital city of which Asian country by 2028? And for 1 point, is that Indonesia, Malaysia or the Philippines? It is set to become the capital of Indonesia. Question 28. In what year of the 20th century did Brazil move its capital city from Rio de Janeiro to Brasilia? And for 1 point, did it move in 1950, 1955 or 1960? And the correct answer was 1960. Question 29. What is the capital city of New Zealand? And for 1 point, is that Auckland, Christchurch or Wellington? And that would be Wellington. And lastly in this round, question 30. Kingston is the capital of which Caribbean island country? For 1 point, is that Barbados, Jamaica or St. Lucia? And it is the capital of Jamaica. Round 4 is your round on TV and film. Same scoring rules apply. Question 31. Adam Scott plays the role of Mark Scout in what popular Apple TV show? And for 1 point, is that Severance, Silo or Slow Horses? He plays Mark Scout in Severance. Question 32. What was the name of Zendaya's character in the HBO drama Euphoria? And for 1 point, was that Jules Vaughn, Maddie Perez or Rue Bennett? She played the role of Rue Bennett. Question 33. Which actor portrayed the role of Dementus in the 2024 film Furiosa, a Mad Max saga? And for 1 point, was that Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt or Chris Pine? He was played by Chris Hemsworth. Question 34. Which actor won a 2025 Best Actor Academy Award for playing the role of Laszlo Toth in the film The Brutalist? And for 1 point, was that Adrian Brody, Ralph Fiennes or Sebastian Stan? And the correct answer here was Adrian Brody. Question 35. Which comedy actor plays the role of Ivo Robotnik in the Sonic the Hedgehog movies? And for 1 point, would that be Ben Stiller, Jim Carrey or Mike Myers? and he is played by Jim Carrey. Question 36. Which Netflix show starring Millie Bobby Brown and David Harbour will return for a 5th season in 2025? And for 1 point, is that Bridgerton, Stranger Things or The Night Agent? And the correct answer is The Stranger Things. Question 37. The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, streams on what platform? And for 1 point, is that Amazon Prime, Netflix or Sky? It streams on Amazon Prime. Question 38. What is the name of the upcoming 2025 Mission Impossible film? And for 1 point, is it The Final Reckoning, Shadows of Fate or Veil of Justice? It is called The Final Reckoning. Question 39. Which actor is set to play the role of Dr. Victor Von Doom in the upcoming film Avengers Doomsday? For 1 point, is that Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal or Robert Downey Jr.? He will be played by Robert Downey Jr. Question 40. In the TV series Wednesday, what is the name of Wednesday Addams' loyal, disembodied hand? For 1 point, is it called Digit, It or Thing? And the correct answer is Thing. Moving on to round 5, it is your sport and leisure round. Same scoring rules apply. Question 41. What type of oil would you normally oil a cricket bat with? And for 1 point, would that be castor oil, jojoba oil or linseed oil? And you would oil it with linseed oil. Question 42. Which city hosted the 2004 Summer Olympics? And for 1 point, was that Athens, Atlanta or Sydney? They were held in Athens. Question 43. Who has won the most Wimbledon singles titles in the modern era of tennis? And for 1 point, is that Martina Navratilova, Roger Federer or Serena Williams? And it is Martina Navratilova with 9 titles. Question 44. In what track and field sport would you use the style or technique of the Fosbury flop? And for 1 point, would that be in high jump, long jump or triple jump? And it is used in high jump. Question 45. Which boxer defeated Sugar Ray Leonard in the brawl in Montreal in 1980? And for 1 point, was that Marvin Hagler, Roberto Duran or Thomas Hearns? And he was defeated by Roberto Duran. Question 46. How many squares are there on a standard Scrabble board? And for 1 point, is it 169, 196 or 225? There are a total of 225 squares. Question 47. In what year did Leicester City win the English Football Premier League? And for 1 point, was that 2015, 2016 or 2017? It was 2016. Question 48. In golf, an albatross is how many under par on a single hole? And for 1 point, is it 1, 2 or 3 under par? It is 3 under par. Question 49. Who was the first gymnast to score a perfect 10 at the 1976 Olympics? And for 1 point, was that Ludmila Turecheva, Nadia Comaneci or Olga Korbut? It was Nadia Comaneci. And question 50. How many points is a touchdown worth in NFL football before any extra points or conversions? And for 1 point, is that worth 4, 5 or 6 points? It is worth 6 points. Now, if you've made it this far in the quiz and you're enjoying the quiz, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for notifications. It really helps YouTube push this video out to a wider audience. Congratulations, if you're still with us, you've made it to round 6, the Eliminator round. Let's quickly go over the rules. You'll face 10 general knowledge questions. Each correct answer earns 2 points. There is no multiple choice options this time. I'll ask all 10 questions first, then reveal the answers at the end. You start the Eliminator with 3 lives, a wrong answer and you lose a life. If you lose all 3 lives, you will be eliminated. Your score will be frozen at the moment you're knocked out. If you beat the Eliminator, however, you score 10 bonus points. Good luck, let's see if you can survive the Eliminator. Question 51. Which actor played the role of Legolas in the Lord of the Rings film franchise? Question 52. Xe is the chemical symbol for which element of the periodic table? Question 53. Who was the President of the United States during the American Civil War? Question 54. David Beckham is the president and co-owner of which Major League Soccer team? Question 55. How many points is the green outer or single bull worth in the game of darts? Question 56. In what manner should music marked with the notation Allegro be performed? Question 57. In relation to the UK stock markets, what does the acronym FTSE or FTSE stand for? Question 58. In what African country is Kruger National Park located? Question 59. What large South American rodent is pictured here? And question 60. Who immediately followed John F. Kennedy as the US President? How did you do in that round? Did you think you survived? Let's find out. Answer 51. Legolas was played by Orlando Bloom. Answer 52. Xe is the chemical symbol for xenon. Answer 53. Abraham Lincoln was the president during the American Civil War. Answer 54. David Beckham is the co-owner of Inter Miami CF. Answer 55. The green outer ring or single bull is worth 25 points in darts. Answer 56. Music that's marked allegro should be played quickly and lively. Answer 57. The FTSE stands for Financial Times Stock Exchange. Answer 58. You would find Kruger National Park in South Africa. Answer 59. The rodent pictured is a capybara. And question 60. Lyndon B. Johnson immediately followed John F. Kennedy as US President. Did you beat the Eliminator? Amazing if you did. If not, better luck next time. Drop your score in the comments below, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Check out these other quizzes while you're here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.